Let me walk you through the skin tint application so you can get a flawless base. The skin tint can be applied with a beauty sponge, with a brush, or with your hands. The application will depend on what look you want to achieve and how quickly you want to do it. It's good to know that the skin tint is different than regular foundations, so expect a lighter texture and feel on the skin. And to get the best application, please shake the bottle for a few seconds before applying. You should hear the sound of the mixer bead inside when you do. And now, let's apply it. Let's start with the quicker one. For this side of my face, I'm using my hands. You want to use your hands if you want light coverage and quick application time. Apply in circular motions until the foundation is blended well. Although this method works for all skin types, dry or sensitive skin will benefit more. One reason is that there is more control with your fingers, so you don't irritate your skin. Another is that this application tends to look more dewy and glowy. And lastly, with this method, you can use extra layers, like a hydrating spray, serum, or a cream, to mix the skin tint and give more moisture to the skin. Now, let's do an application with the brush. For the skin tint, a flat top brush is ideal. The bristles are dense and compact, which helps to apply everything more evenly. Using a brush gives medium coverage that can be built up depending on your needs. It works the best for normal to oily skin, because this one does end up more matte by default. Of course, you can change the finish to be more glossy or glowy by adjusting the products you apply before or after. But if you like a quick matte look that takes no extra steps, then this is the one for you. With the brush, you also want to go in circular and upward motions until everything is blended in. Another way to apply the skin tint is with a beauty sponge. This is a new way for me, since I've always applied it with a brush or my fingers. Although it's really simple. I like to apply the skin tint directly on my skin and use the sponge to blend it in, flipping it to the narrow side for the under eyes and using the wide side for the rest of my face. If you love a dewy look, this one is great for that. I tend to use my sponge while it is wet, and the extra hydration makes my skin look moisturized and glowing. This one does take a little longer than the other two methods, but it gives a glowy look with no extra steps. And it is great for normal, dry, or combination skin. The sponge is also great for retouching after taking wudhu, because you can use it while your face is damp to retain all of that moisture that is on your skin. I hope you see how versatile and customizable the skin tint is, and that you can play around with its coverage and finish depending on your needs. Just remember to shake it for a few seconds before applying it and testing it with your fingers, a brush, or sponge to find the one that you like the most.